Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem New Mystery the Emblem. In the last episode, we finally took on Garneth for the final time for us in general, due to the fact that we finished his story in Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. We finished his story in this game for New Mystery the Emblem, and we also finished his story for Tokyo Mirage Sessions. So overall, Garneth's story has been completely wrapped up, because all his canonical appearances are all and done for us. So, with that, we're going to be finally heading into Medius's chapter, known as Light and Shadow, and finally taking on the Shadow Dragon, also known as the leader of the Earth Dragons, and also seeing the bishops that have been missing since the beginning of the game, or basically every time that we could have met them, they were gone, and it wasn't all at the very beginning, but they were captured throughout the entire game. So with that, I did check, we did not unlock Katarina and Cecile's final support, so I did write it down. So we'll get into that afterwards. So we'll get into the chapter, read the all the ones for the specific chapter, and then we'll pull up the Katarina and Cecile supports. But we won't have it in-game, but we'll have it out-of-game, because I have it on a notepad, where I keep all my, basically I have something just so I know what to say at the very beginning of episodes, just so I know what to kind of tell you guys, just to remind you what happened in the last one, and also remind myself, basically. So with that, let's head into Endgame, and let's do this. Light and Shadow, the final chapter of the game. Dragon's Altar, top of the shrine. Light and Shadow, oh no, here we go. Spooks, the final battle is nigh. Medius awaits us up ahead. It won't be an easy battle. I dare not imagine how many of us will be left standing at the end. Either way, the fate of this world rests on all hands. Sire. Worry not, sire. We will emerge victorious. That's what the fortune teller said. Fortune teller? When I was a child, I asked our village's fortune teller for a reading. The old lady held the palm of my hand and said, "Ah, your fate is clear to me, child." And what did she say? She said that I would live out my life quietly. Oh, I can imagine that happening. And she said that I'd live until I was 100 years old. Till 100? That is an awfully long time. Oh, I see. If the fortune teller was right, then we are definitely walking out of this hall victorious. I'm not quite that old yet. So rest easy, sire. You're quite right. I feel much calmer now. Thank you, Spooks. No problem, buddy. So with that, let's see what our things for this chapter is. So all of these are important ones. So nothing in the way of supports unlocked, but all of these are important chapter for this specific chapter. So we have 4 recruitables, and all 4 of these people listed are recruitable. So we have Maria, Nina, Elise, and Lena. All of the bishops that went missing. I don't know if we're going to be able to unlock them, because I'm going to be honest. I read what can happen, and Medius can eat every single one of them. So, I don't know how we're going to recruit them, because I don't know if there's a time limit to get to them, or how this is going to work. So, if we recruit some of them, and some of them don't make it, then I guess we'll do it like that. So, with that, I believe we are in fact ready, so let's read through these. So, first one is Maria, Minerva's sister. Sir Spooks, I have a little sister named Maria. She was kidnapped by Garneth, and now it seems she's by Medius' side. I want to save her. I want to talk to her. However, according to the Dark Pontifex, they have become living offerings, and their hearts have been lost. Even so, I must talk to her. Even if I discover nothing, nothing I can do can bring her back. Even if I have to put an end to her misery, I will save her. Princess Minerva, very well. If you're willing to go that far, I will not attempt to stop you. I too shall support you, so that you'll be able to speak to Maria. Okay, and with that, let's get into Nina. And this one is with Camus, which makes sense since, Nina actually loves Camus and not Hardin, and we knew that. But she loves Camus more than she loves Marth, because it was literally between Marth and Camus and Hardin, but due to the fact that Camus can't really marry Nina due to the fact that he was a soldier. It would be wrong, and there would be an uprising, so she couldn't do that. So it was either between Marth and Hardin. Well, Marth was wed to Seda, and Hardin was the only one left, so Nina was forced to marry Hardin. Well, Camus has a person he likes, and that's canonical, and she lives over in the lands that Alm lives in. So there's Nina, although Nina will never be able to be with Camus, we can use Camus to break her out of her trance. So with that, let's get into it. So Spooks, I have a request for you. Sir Sirius? What is it? According to Garneth, Princess Nina, who had been kidnapped, is now a living offering to Medius, and now she'll never return to normal. However, I want to talk to her. I wonder if you could arrange things so Prince Marth would allow me to take part in the next battle. However, why Princess Nina? Are you familiar with the princess, Sir Sirius? No, I just want to save her. As the princess of a mighty kingdom, she had to endure such sorrow all this time, but this end would be just too miserable. I cannot make her happy, but at least I want to save her. And with that, we're done with Nina's. Now on to Elise, Marth's sister. And I don't know why Merrick is connected to her, but I guess we'll find out. Spooks, I have a request. Please lend me your strength in the next battle. I want to save Princess Elise. Princess Elise? Prince Marth's elder sister, correct? Yeah. Elise is very precious to me. But I heard Elise's heart has been shattered, and she now stands with Medius. But I haven't given up. I want to talk to her, and both of us take part in the next battle. I'd like you to help me create a chance to talk to Elise. Please, I beg of you. Very well. I have yet to repay you for helping me before, Sir Merrick. I shall do everything within my power. Okay, and with that, into our final one, Julian and Lena. Prince Marth, if it's true that Lena's been found. Oh, it's actually Marth talking. I actually thought it was going to be Spooks again. Yes, according to all scouts, Lena is currently with my sister and the others. I am to save Lena. Let me talk to her. I just know I can make her return to normal. Julian, I understand your feelings too. Would like for you to speak to Lena. I still haven't decided who's going to take part in the final battle, but Spooks, your opinion. I don't know exactly how deep the relationship between them runs. However, I feel that Julian's strength will be required if we intend to save Sister Lena. Indeed. I will think hard and well about who to bring in this next battle. To find the best solution, not only to win this battle, but also to rescue everyone. Okay. Current status, and then we get into Cecile and Katarina's final support. Garneth said something that makes me concerned. How the clerics are now sacrifices to the Shadow Dragon, and that their souls have been shattered. And just when we came all this way to save the clerics, and put an end to Medius' revival, but Prince Marth hasn't given up yet. Spooks, you've helped us so much, from the first time you protected Prince Marth to now. This will be our last battle. No matter what happens, please support the prince. I'm counting on you. And with that, let's do this. So you're gonna hear a click because I have to move my notepad over. So wow, that's bright. A little bit less than that. So let's see here. I just need to get it in position so I can actually read it because I don't have it specifically set in the best way. Okay, here we go. A little bit more. So sorry for the awkwardness here because this isn't really set up in the way where I can actually read it, so there we go. Okay, Katarina and Cecile 3. I saw that, Katarina. What? You're really easy to read, you know. After all, you were always looking at that one person. Yeah, please, don't tell anyone. What should I do? Please, if that person were to know, Wait, don't cry. I joke. I don't like spreading rumors. Phew. But talking like this really takes me back. Those times we went training to be knights when Kris and the others. or Spooks and the others, because it's read as Kris. I didn't reread this, but when Spooks and the others, isn't it just so nostalgic? I completely agree, but back then I betrayed everyone. Wait, don't cry. You hear, Katarina. Remember this really well. No matter what happened thus far, and no matter what happens from now on, we are friends. Oh, Cecile. Wait, don't start crying again. Please. Just, what should I do with you? I'm sorry. I'm just so happy. And there it is. That is her final support with Cecile, since we weren't able to unlock it ourselves. So with that, that's how their story ends. So with that, I'll be right back. I'm going to go make sure everyone's in the right spots, and we'll be all ready to take on the final chapter of the game. So with that, see y'all soon. Okay, now with everyone in position, I have all the units that we need to be able to recruit anyone we need for this chapter. So, although we haven't really used Minerva or Merrick throughout this entire game, I did boost their stats with the help of the bonds that we gained throughout the entire game. So, although you can only use one at a time, I was actually saving them all so I can max them out on the final chapter, but you can't actually do that. So, with that, we have Merrick at level 1 Sage, which is kind of bad, but it's all we can really do there for him since I don't want to kind of like spam through the, the drill grounds to do that. So, with that, I believe we're ready. So with that, everyone's on field, everyone's in the right positions, and we should be pretty much ready. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with the Earth Dragon, since the Binding Shield is going to get rid of them. I did do a test run for the first turn. The bishops don't get eaten on the first turn, so we're perfectly fine for that. I don't know how many turns we have, but we do need to make our way as fast as possible to even think about helping them and recruiting them. So with that, I believe we're ready. I see my sister, and the others, but who are they guarding? No, it can't be. That's Medius. With the princess around him, sire, you'll be unable to strike down Medius. If we don't do something about it soon, then the other dragons will be awakened, and this battle will rapidly escalate into mayhem. Then what do you suppose I do? How on earth can we save them? Tell me, Jagen. I do not know. But if we are to defeat Medius, we must stop at nothing. What? You can't mean to kill them? It might be necessary. As they are now, they suffer greatly. We must save them, even if it should cost them their lives. Jagen, this is really a decision I must make. You are Altea's crown prince, sire. A ruler must be ready for anything, though it may cost them their happiness. That is all. Enough, Jagen, I understand. Still, I cannot accept it. There must be another way. Even till the very end, I will never give up. Okay. Oh, it's not over yet. Spooks, I know how Prince Marth feels. Please, I beg of you, please find a way to save them. I understand. I will try my best, but if the occasion should arise, even if Prince Marth himself refuses, I shall release them from their misery. But for now, I don't want to think about it. I still want to hope. Spooks. And there we go, we're finally ready. And with the Binding Shield, I'm going to skip that animation just because it's kind of flashy, and just in case there could be someone epileptic watching this, watching the video. So I'm going to skip through the Binding Shield animation. So with that, and my controller freaking out for a second there, I believe we are ready. So we have 20 people on field. I believe there is reinforcements every turn, so we do need to worry about that. But all the Earth Dragons are off the field, so we don't need to worry about the Earth Dragon. So, let's see here. Based on what I can see, the best way of doing this is trying to get rid of as many dragons as possible, as fast as possible. So, based on what I can see here, we can move Camus here, maybe? Have him pull out his Gradimus, and start getting rid of dragons. That's the only way I can think of doing this in the correct way. But I feel like maybe dancing forward with Camus here, and then throwing... I want to make sure we're not going into a way that's going to be wrong. Okay, so what I can see here is as long as we don't get attacked by too many dragons, we should be fine. And I feel like Camus can take on at least... I'm going to say he can probably take on at least 3 of them by himself. So I feel like we should be fine. We can always get a crit here on any of these dragons, and we know we're going to double them. So I feel like we should be fine for the most part. And then we can drop her here, so Katria can go there. We need to keep moving Minerva and everyone else as far as they possibly can go for this to work. And then, other than that, let's see here. I don't think Ogma can really do much here, but I do have an idea. I feel like if we can maybe... Let's see here. I have a warp staff. Oh no, I don't have the warp staff anymore, so we can't do that anymore. But we can use the again staff here for our advantage. So I feel like maybe using that on Camus might be a good idea. We'll break the again staff, but it's for the best judgment here, because I do need to make this easier on us if we want to make this work. So based on what I can see here, we can run over here, use our Granavis 2 more times, get rid of another dragon, and then we don't have to worry about positioning as much, because then we can move people safely into position without having too many dragons to really worry about. Okay, keep going forward. Move everyone we possibly can, everyone that needs to be used to recruit people, as far as they possibly can go, because we need to save as much turns as we possibly can, because I don't know what the required amount of time we have. I'm surprised it's not Marth to get Elise, though. That is definitely weird. I'm guessing maybe it's because maybe Merrick's wed to Elise, but I don't remember anything like that. I think they might have glossed over it a little bit in between the prologues, but I honestly don't remember, to be completely honest, and I kind of have the javelin out on accident. That is kind of on complete accident, but we could probably make this work, because maybe someone might not be able to make Katria's movement anyways, so maybe we can use that to our advantage. Okay, use the Granavis like so, get rid of as many of these dragons as possible, and then figure out what we can do for Medius, because Medius is in our way if we want this to work. I don't have to worry about the Mage Dragon, right? Wait a minute. If we did this wrong, I might have to redo this turn. But, okay, they're not in range. Whew, that could have been bad. Okay. That actually is really good. We got really lucky there. Okay, there's the Earth Dragon Binding Shield animation. Cancel that out, because that is way too flashy. Okay. Let's see here. None of the mages are gone, so we don't need to worry yet. I don't know how this is going to work, though. Based on what I can see here, the best thing we can do here is use the Hammer Knee to save the rescue staff, in case we go and force Camus into getting Nina real quick. Okay. I want to do this right, but I don't know how to do this. Okay, Spooks, you're going to... I'm going to say Starlight. Starlight seems smart, but I'm not too sure yet. Okay, I don't think Medius can move. Can Medius move? No, he can't. Okay. So what I can see here is we run Katria up here, and I say she gets rid of one of these mage dragons, maybe. I think that might be our option. So let's go over here. We're going to probably hold out the Dragon's Pike just in case, because it's honestly the safest option here. We don't have to worry about Katria taking damage from the Mage Dragons, but the Wyverns are a problem and the Ice Dragons, so we do need to make this next turn kind of... It's kind of important what we do here. Okay. So Katarina, I'm going to have you get rid of this one. So you're going to end up using the Aura Tome since we don't need to worry about using it, and we actually got a one-shot on that. Cool, cool, cool. Always like to see that so we don't waste anything, even though it is the final chapter, but I'm just being careful. And there we go, Katarina got her final level as well. Skill, luck, and defense. Ooh, defense, that's actually good. Okay. We have the Falchion now, so we can one-shot one of these guys. But I feel like the best option here is we run Julian up here. We use him to... Let's see here, I'm trying to do this right, because we can't do this wrong. Okay. I'm seeing maybe get rid of this dragon, and then run Marth up, use the Falchion to one-shot the, ooh, is that another, one-shot with the Starlight Tome? I like to see it. Okay, cool. I like that animation too, so that's actually nice to see. Down goes another dragon. making this 10 times easier to deal with. Run Marth up here, one-shot the Wyvern, so we don't need to worry about him. And then we can figure out... Ooh, that's the crit animation for the Falchion. It looks like the same as all the other ones, but it's still nice to see. Okay. So far, so good. Now we just need to make sure we get rid of the rest of the dragons that are a problem here. I don't think Merrick can get rid of any of these by himself. Oh no, Excalibur does one-shot them. Perfect. Okay. Merrick, you're going to go for the one-shot here. We're actually might going to use the dance for Merrick here. Or actually, maybe not. We might not need to. But there we go. Free level for Merrick. Even though he's not really going to be able to use it. But it's still helpful. Okay. We're going to run Ogma up here. We're going to have him get rid of this dragon. The best way I possibly can think of doing that is going for the 50% chance of critting with the Master Sword to one-shot this dragon so we don't take any damage here. But it looks like we're going to maybe get hit. Yep, we took 17 damage, but it's not the worst case scenario. Okay. So far, so good. As long as we do this correctly. Okay. Other than that, I see running Julian here and then go for the Wyrm Slayer. We might get the crits. It's always possible. And it seems like the Wyrm Slayer is the best option here, so we'll go with that. So Julian, you take on the dragon. You ended up getting the crit anyways, which makes it 10 times better for us. Which honestly, I'll take that over anything else. Okay. So far, so good. Ryan might be able to get rid of the dragon. Maybe. I might be in range. Yep, longbow's in range. Perfect. Thankfully, we had that. Okay, down goes a Wyvern. And then we can figure out what we do with Camus's turn. I might be able to get rid of another dragon here, if we do this right. We also got a level for Ryan. Cool, cool, cool. Level 17, HP and luck. I'll take it. More tanky. Okay. What I can see here is we can dance Marth, I think. And then we can have him go for one of the dragons to drop one of them off of us. So let's go for the Falchion, knock out one of these ice dragons. Go for another crit, which is nice to see. Good on Marth, he's getting crits left, right, and center. Okay. And then maybe... Nope, there's that dragon. So we can't really go straight in, but we can use the sword advantage. Okay, Minerva, you're going to go as far possible as you could possibly go, because we need you to recruit Maria as fast as possible when we do think about going up there. Okay, I'm going to put Camus here. We're going to Vulnerary up, just to get some HP back, because we know we're not going to get one-shotted. Okay, here we go. We will kill all who defies Lord Medius. Oh, they're actually attacking me? They're low level, so we don't need to worry about taking too much damage here. I just didn't expect to get attacked. Oh, they're all saying the same thing. I'm just going to skip through it then. If they're all going to just spam the same words, I'm just going to skip through it. Because there's no reason to read through all of them. As long as Medius doesn't eat them, based on what I read, so let's be careful just in case. Another crit with Starlight. I like it. Okay, bye-bye, dragon, to the nether realm with you. Literally. You're never getting back up after that. Honestly. Okay, another level for Spooks, and that should be his final one. Thankfully, we're able to get Katarina's and Spooks' final levels in today's episode, because I was wanting to do that. That was a goal of mine. HP, strength, and luck. Not bad, not bad. And here comes the final fire dragon on the map, for the time being, until maybe another reinforcement spawns. But I think we should be fine. As long as we do this right, I think we'll be fine in D&D, and we don't need to worry. One more level for Ogma, but he got nothing. Unfortunate, but it works for us. Okay, so we're gonna spam recruits right here. That's honestly the best way of thinking of doing this. Okay, so Julian's one range out, but I can do this. We can run Katarina over here, use the rescue tome, and force Julian into position. And then we can use our one and only dance that we need to use this turn. So we're going to do that first. So we're going to do the harder one first, which is just moving Merrick into position. Okay, I think from here we can do this. So let's dance Merrick. So he has another movement. Have him get Elise real quick. So let's get Elise out of here. Oh, Princess Elise, it's me, Merrick. Snap out of it. I study magic ferociously, also that I could protect you. I'm sorry I failed. I couldn't be by your side when you needed me most. Elise, please open your eyes.
Merrick. Merrick. Help me, Barnabas. I'm so frightened. Please help me.
Elise, thank goodness. You've come back. It's alright now. I'm here, so... Oh, but Prince Marth is everyone's watching, so we can't. Oh well. Elise, I'll never leave your side again. No matter what may come between us, never again shall I abandon you. Okay, so that's what their connection was. Let's see what we can actually do. 37 damage. And he doubles. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's just get out of there and just use Fortify to heal everyone on map real quick, since that's the whole point of Fortify Tome. Okay. So far so good. Okay, Minerva, you're gonna go and get Maria real quick and get her out of that trance.
Maria, please wake up. It's me, Minerva. What happened to you? Get a hold of yourself. Minerva. Medius is... It's alright now. Everything's going to be okay. I'm so sorry, Maria. I've left you alone for so long. Minerva, I'm scared. I was so scared. Oh, how is Nicholas? I think he fought Garnet to save me. Nicholas is fine. Don't worry, Maria. Really? Then once we go home, we'll be together again, just like before. I'm so glad, Minerva. I hope we can see him soon. Maria.
Okay, and there we go. 2 of the bishops saved so far. Now we just need to get the rest of them. Let's do Nina first, since I kind of really want to see if Camus identifies himself. So let's get Nina out of that trance. Oh no, I thought it was going to be Camus first.
I've done something terrible. I was too foolish. I hurt Hardin. I drove him to despair.
My queen, Prince Minerva, Marth... Minerva... Prince Marth has ended Hardin's suffering. The Emperor loved you till the very end. He was so sorry for what he'd done to you. It's alright now. You need not to worry. It was all just a bad dream.
Who? Oh, you're Camus. Camus. Why are you... Is this a dream, isn't it?
My queen, you're all mistaken. I am serious, a soldier of the Allied forces. I know not of this Camus.
Serious? It can't be. No, you're wrong.
Please calm yourself. You must be exhausted. I must depart soon. Queen Nina, listen to me. You should head to Prince Marth.
Where are you going?
I must go to my country. There's someone waiting for me.
Is that so? I see, Sirius. Thank you. I'm most grateful.
Forgive me.
Pardon?
No, it's nothing. Now, Queen Nina, go. And there we go. Let's see if we can maybe use Camus here. Oh, we don't get doubled here. You know what? We're going for it. 1 Gradavis Regalia. Let's go for it. Free damage on Medius.
I have revived foolish humans. I will leave none alive.
Okay. Might crit him, actually. I think we just critted him and almost one-shotted him with Camus. Honestly, I don't mind breaking the Gradavis for that. Okay, we for sure beat him this turn. Okay, let's talk to Lena and get her out of her trance and have all the bishops saved. Oh, Lena, snap out of it. Come on, it's me, Julian. What's wrong with you, Lena? I know I'm a good-for-nothing scoundrel, but for you, I'd do anything. I don't want anything else. I just want to see you smile again. Hey, Lena, could you smile for me, please?
Oh, Julian, you came. I knew you'd find me. I knew it. That's why I could continue struggling in the darkness of my soul. Julian, I'm sorry. I've always been a bother to you.
Are you kidding, Lena? I'm just happy to hear your voice again.
Julian, there's something I'd like to very much. Will you listen?
Huh? Oh, sure, Lena. Hit me. So as long as it is within my power.
Could you call me honey? You're always Lena this and Lena that, and you speak as though we're barely friends, and I don't like that feeling. That just won't do, especially not after we settle down together in Macedon.
Huh? Oh, what are you talking about, Lena? Or, I mean, honey? Don't tell me you and I are gonna...
And I'm sure God will forgive me. After all, you mean the world to me.
And there we go, we have all the bishops now. So let's end Julian's turn, and oh, Elise is actually saying something.
Forgive me, Marth. I've been such a burden. We're all safe now. We're free of Shadow Dragon's power.
Oh god, there's so many feminine voices back to back. I might say the same voice over and over, just gonna be honest. But Maria and, we don't have to worry about Maria. Maria's a little bit different.
Prince Marth, finish him off. We will heal the wounded so that no one else shall die.
Sire, good news. The princesses have come back to us. Your kindness has saved their souls. Thank goodness. I'm too happy for words. I suppose some battles require sacrifice, but that matters not. I won't give up now. Not now, not ever. Together we will win this battle.
You presumptuous humans, how dare you?
Shadow Dragon Medius. Now nothing stands between this blade and you. Come, let's settle this. And with that, we are pretty much ready to take him on. Okay, so since we don't need to work... Actually, I wonder. Can Country actually do damage to Medius? I just want to see this. She can! Oh, anyone can fight him. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to use the Dragon Type, get rid of the Mage Dragon real quick. And then we'll, as I was saying, take on Medius and get rid of him. So let's do this. So 1 Falchion, and let's get rid of the Shadow Dragon for good. So 1 crit, and literally he critted every single attack he did. What? But down goes Medius.
Why have I been defeated so easily? Is this the power of Naga's binding shield? No, this light is only a brief respite. So long as evil lurks within the heart of a man, should this accursed shield be lost, we shall rise from the depths of hell. Do not ever forget.
Okay, well, goodbye, Medius. You're down for good, so shatter into a million pieces, and honestly, your story is over as well, just like Garnef's. So, that's the last time we'll be seeing Medius and Garnef. So that, save data, and we are done. Let's see what the epilogue holds. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but honestly, I'm looking forward to it. This war is at long last over. Thank you, my friends. My words cannot express my thanks. Sire, you did it.
I did it, and thus marks the end of the legend of the Knight Luke.
Is everyone gonna speak? Oh god. This war is over. I can return to my motherland at once. Or last.
Prince Marth, Spooks, everyone.
Prince Marth really did it. Now peace will reign forever.
I'm sorry if we get repeats, because I'm pretty sure we're literally having every single, what is it, like 70 plus units talking back to back? So yeah, there's definitely going to be repeat voices.
We really did it.
I'm sure the people throughout the lands will be joyous.
Yeah, definitely so.
My dream has been fulfilled. Now I can go without regrets.
Granny, we did it. We did it. Prince Marth, I'm glad.
And now back to my old life.
Okay, see you later, Warren.
Time to celebrate our victory. I'm gonna go wild tonight.
Oh, we didn't see Board right after that. That's surprising.
Darkness may return time and time again, but the light will forever shine on.
Especially with the aura tome that you wield.
It was a long war, but now finally.
Just tonight, I'm gonna drink until I fall and then some.
Just like your brother. It's over at last. Okay. Matthias, I don't know how many we have left.
What? It's over? I'm not dead?
Yep.
The most important thing is that peace has returned.
True.
The war is over. I must inform King Talus of the good news.
Definitely so.
Father, Mother, it's finally over. Lorenz, I'll keep on working hard.
What about you, Camus? Nothing. Really? That's how Camus ends the story. Mother, I'm coming back soon.
I'm glad Marth is safe.
Yeah, time to drink the night away for a change.
What's with Board Court and... Oh, okay. That's a way to do this. Okay, well they did all spawn on the same chapter in the original game, so it does make sense that they all have the same way of thinking.
I wonder how much treasure I could get my hands on.
Well, see you later, Rickard. Splendid battle, sire.
Was it of use, I wonder?
No, we didn't use it at all. Not a lot of these units we didn't use, really. Oh yeah, now I'll become famous too. Just like Navarre. Lord Goto, please have once again overcome the... people have once again overcome their fate. Yeah, definitely so.
Please hang in there. I'll be back soon, I promise.
Oh yeah, his sick sister. We can save her now. Definitely so.
Prince Marth, well done.
Shall I show everyone my victory dance?
A splendid battle and a splendid victory. With the wall past us, I shall watch over the world quietly. New world, new encounters. Sounds good to me.
Now Archanea will return to its former glory.
Splendid work, Prince Marth. You managed the feat that nobody else could have done.
The era of war is over. The peaceful world she wanted will now come to fruition. As long as Prince Marth and the others are around, no age of darkness threatens me.
Jeez, there's so many. We have so many more left. Hopefully we don't have to, like, read any more on top of that, but I feel like we still have their ending stories as well.
Alone, I couldn't possibly accomplish something like this. So, this is the power of friendship.
Yep, definitely so.
Once I get my reward for the prince, I'm gonna go gambling like no tomorrow.
It's over. It really is over. You know, I'm looking forward to my reward.
My people will surely be overjoyed. Anna, we did it. I'll tell you all about it later.
Wait, let's do this in the actual voice. Because I was supposed to do his voice in an actual pirate voice, so let's see if I can actually get that to do that again, since it's been a while.
Well, what do you know? A hopeless guy like me was so used to the Prince Marth.
The people will be oppressed no longer. General Camus, the Shadow Dragon has been vanquished. It's all over now. If only General Camus were here, to see us. That's my only regret.
Well, I reckon it's time I start my new journey.
We still have quite a bit, because this is like halfway point into the story, isn't it? For people.
Everyone. We must thank everyone.
I forgot her voice was like that.
A world of men, huh? Well, I guess it ain't so bad.
Yay, I'm so happy. It's finally over.
This war may be over, but the battle for our motherland's true peace begins now.
I think we're getting closer and closer to the end here. The war is over at last. The days of peace and tranquility will soon return. Yeah, definitely so.
Now the people of Archanea need suffer no longer. So I was mistaken. I'm what must work to make amends.
True, it's Astrum.
Prince Marth, Spooks, I'm so happy.
Archanea and Gra, I will surely improve now. That's what I want to believe.
So the next one should be Samson and Sheena, if I'm right. Well, let's see. Yep, I'm right. Okay.
My country's fate will finally change. You have my thanks, Prince Marth.
'Twas a good battle. Now my family will finally be able to live in peace.
Coyote, did you see us?
I still have my doubts, but it was better this way.
Coyote. Wolf and Camus have nothing to say.
My nation has collapsed, but even so, I shall continue to live as Knight of Archanea.
Marth is amazing. I worked hard too.
So the last one should be Nicholas and then Nagi. Unless Nagi's gone again, because apparently she goes missing after the final battle in the original, when it comes to Shadow Dragon's remake, I should say. Not the original, but the remake.
It was obvious we'd prevail. You had me on your side after all.
True.
This is good.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Julian, it was only because you were there that I could...
Yeah, definitely true.
Nicholas, Minerva, can we be a happy family again? Kim is your... Merrick, thank you.
And there we go. That is every single voice. Yeah, there was no way I could do 70 plus voices. I'm gonna be honest, so definitely had to do some repeats. There was some that were unique, like Miklas and Daros, of course, and then my character's voice, of course, because there's only one only of me, and I always pick a character that I feel like that's going to be the most important, usually the main character. That will be my voice, just to make it easier on me. So with that, let's see how Goto feels like how this war ended, because he might have something to say about everyone being alive, because we literally got through the game with 100% success rate. Every single unit is alive and well, and there's no dead units on the field. So no one's going to the graveyard at the end of the day.
Marth, brave Prince of Altea. Thanks to your valiant efforts, Shadow Dragon Medius has been completely obliterated. Media servants, the Earth Dragons, have once again returned to darkness. As long as the Binding Shield exists, they will never see the light again. Marth, the chosen Prince of Light, descendant of the hero Henri, you have not only saved mankind, but us Dragonkin as well.
Marmar, does this mean I don't need to go back to the Ice Dragon Shrine anymore? I'm so happy. I love being with everyone after all. I don't want to be all alone ever again. This is like a dream come true. I'm so happy, so very happy. I love you, Marmar. Honestly, Tiki, for how long do you plan on hogging Prince Marth? Prince Marth looks like he's overjoying it too. Doesn't he worry that you might get mad, Princess Zeta? Please, Marisha, you're so silly. But you're right, Marth looks happy. Who wouldn't, especially after having a heavy burden lifted from their shoulders? Prince Marth has always been forced to carry such a heavy responsibility. I must have been hard on him. But, Princess, you didn't have to be or have an easy time either, am I right?
True, honestly.
With everyone surrounding Marth day and night, you could have seldom talked to him, and you must have felt lonely. Yeah, I did, but it's alright. As long as Marth is safe, I have no other wish. You see, I prayed to God. When I found out Marth had been tasked with such an important mission, I asked for God to take my life, should Marth ever have sacrificed his. That's all I could do for Marth. I give up. There's no way I could compare to you, Princess. But you'll have to wait no longer, because your prince has finally come back to you. Look, Princess. He's looking over here. Be brave.
Yep, be brave. And Zeta and Marth are finally back together. After a long war, they definitely had to be kind of scared about losing each other, definitely. Because Zeta can die, and you don't get a game over. But Marth, he's one of those ones you can't lose. So Zeta definitely could have died, and Marth's story could have ended very much differently. I'm pretty sure Zeta wouldn't be in this scenario if she did die throughout the game. I know some characters in some games do get revived for certain actions, and they're still alive, but they can't fight on the field of battle anymore. But yeah, definitely something that could have happened, honestly. Because, like, Seth, for instance, in Sacred Stones, he could die during the game, but still be revived, because of, he'll be in the storyline still, even though he's technically dead. He just can't fight anymore. That's basically how his character works. But Zeta, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be revived for this conversation, and she'd be gone for good. So it's nice to see that Marth and Zeta are back together. But let's see how this ends.
Marth.
Zeta. It's finally over. I've made you suffer too. Please accept my apologies.
No, I'm the one who ought to be apologizing. I wasn't any help to you.
Don't be silly. I've only come this far because you were by my side, Zeta. And besides, the hard part begins now. The 7 kingdoms of Archanea are to be unified, and everyone expects me to accept the responsibility of the new kingdom. Oh, so he's going to become the king of Archanea then? Huh, I guess that makes sense, honestly, since there is no Harden, and Nina kind of has to drop from power, because Marth's princess is Zeta, so if Nina is no longer the princess of Archanea, that means that Marth and Seda are now the king and queen. That actually is kind of cool ending for that, because it would make sense that Nina would want to step down after everything that's happened. But let's see. However, there's no way I could handle such a position by myself. Seda, I want your assistance. I need you.
Marth, let me tell you something. When I left Talus, I made a vow. I swore that I would go wherever you went, and that I'd trust you no matter what happened. So no matter how painful the war was, I was able to endure. Because, Marth,
Is she gonna say it?
Sire, you've done such a magnificent job. I'm speechless for your words. The fact I could devote my last moments to fight under Prince Marth's banner is my life's pride. Truly, we're honored to be by the prince's side.
Yes, even though I'm no knight that now. Fighting together with Prince Marth was my honor.
Marth, please be happy from now on.
Please don't tell me I gotta go through everyone's voices again. Really? Robert, Leiden, let's move out now. Understood. We shall now become knights who protect the weak. That's what General Camus would have wanted us to do. Please don't make me read everything else again. I might skip this if this is actually how this is gonna go, because I don't know if my voice can go for much longer. Give me a second, I gotta get into position if we're gonna do this. Okay, sorry for my chair, by the way.
Paula, Katia est. The war is over now. You've done well. Commander, your ideal world where all can live in peace, it may finally become a reality. I agree. As long as Prince Marth is here, I'm sure it will. Oh, that's right. Let's all go to Altea. We must thank Prince Marth. Oh, I would love that. I want to see his dashingness too.
Lena, I was worried about you. Tell me, did Julian make any distasteful advances on you? Hey, and why would I do something like that? Come on, at a time like this.
I see. You two have been getting along while I was away.
Chief, don't you leave me behind. We vowed to stay together, didn't we? I don't like the noise, but I've discovered the worth of friendship, thanks.
It's time I return to my hometown. Thankfully, I've saved up a lot of gold.
I should try and earn the money too, but by doing honest work instead.
True, you were working with the Fire Tribe, weren't you? Or the Rock Clan, based on the Fire Dragon's graveyard, if I remember correctly.
Princess Nina, oh Princess, I'm so glad you're safe. Lind, I apologize for making you worry.
Media, I'm sorry. I was overtaken by anger, and forgot what was most important to me.
You needn't apologize, Astrum. Just don't ever leave my sight again.
Good heavens. It seems we're in the way here. Sir Horace, where might you be off to? I must inform the people about the advent of the peace. True.
Magellan, I shall not return to the military. Yeah, we ought to try and rebuild Archanea as part of its people.
I'm coming along too, for the people of Archanea. It's over at last. Now we could save her. Aren't you glad, Caesar? Really, they're repeating what they said earlier? Okay, well, I guess we can read that again.
Of course. And I have you to thank, Rad.
Oh, nothing from him?
Wait, Navarre, where are you going? Don't forget me, wait for me.
Navarre, I want to become your disciple. Wait for me.
Well, it's about time I went back to Anna. Beck, what are you going to do?
I was reckoning about a new journey. Let us meet by Anna's shop again, someday.
I'm going back to the village. Everyone is waiting for me.
V, finally repaid favor. This woman will return to her country.
I'm heading back now, back home to my family. You two are really close, aren't you? You kindly remind me of my family. That we are. Oh yeah, this old family talk reminds me. I can't stay gambling forever. True. Gotta find a man for hard-working gal, right, Maris?
Or Malice. That's her real name. I accidentally mixed it up.
Quit your nonsense, Pops. I don't want no man.
So it's over. Yeah, everything is.
Coyote, did you do the right thing?
No, Ryushia. Never question yourself.
That's right. We must continue to fight to clear Coyote's name. True. At last a word without war is born. Merrick Aaron. You both did well. I forgot what his actual name was. I actually mixed it up.
Teacher, the words you spoke to me, I think I understand them now. I must apologize to Merrick.
Alvin, no apologies needed. I'm your friend, ever since the day we met.
Seeing the bonds of people dissolving the conflicts between them, 'tis a promising new world indeed.
Wow, there's so many.
This war's over. Samson, will you stay with me from now on?
Didn't I already give you my answer, Sheena? I'll go anywhere you wish.
Ban, let's go to the village together again. It's been so long I want to see everyone.
Oh, indeed. Once they see your smile, I'm sure they'll be all happy too. Those guys are so carefree, but I suppose I could start slagging off as well.
Indeed, I too can finally return to my eternal slumber.
And there we go, we're all done. Wow, there's so many characters. And there's proof, there's so many recruits. Although Camus didn't speak. I'm guessing Camus already left then. It would make sense since he didn't have a support or any kind of like special conversation at the end. I'm guessing he's going back to his girl, his wife, because I'm pretty sure the, it's canon. I forgot her name, but she's in Alm's story, and it's, how you actually get Camus. You use her to talk to Camus, and then, or Zeke in that game. And then Zeke ends up, being recruited, and then he joins your army. But it's canon for both him and her to get, wed. In their supports, and their supports are actually canon for them to actually get them. And I'm pretty sure what Camus does is he renounces his name Sirius and his real name Camus, and goes back to being named Zeke, and heads back to her, and that's how his story ends, based on what I know. So with that, we're finally saying goodbye to Camus as well, since this is his final story as well, but everyone in this game is all ending their stories, because there is no more Marth chapters to go into, because this is the end. So with that, thank you, Spooks, for protecting and supporting me. No amount of thanks would be enough. But among the people who your deeds are being told as things I've done alone, that's just what it will not do. Once we return to the castle, if you allow me, sire, I have no need for a name. I don't want stories to be told of me. Spooks. Sire, with this war now over, a hero will be needed. A hero called Prince Marth. And then he turns into the Hero King after this, and that's how he gains that title. There are still hostilities between people who have fought for so long. Those won't disappear easily. In order to have everyone's agreement, a king everyone recognizes a godlike hero is needed. And that hero must be you, sire, and you alone. But then, what you've done so far would be... even if the world doesn't know, you do, sire, and that's enough for me. I shall stay by your side. I shall be your shadow. Spooks, why, I wonder. Ever since we met, I felt a special connection with you. Fate sent you to me. I can't help but think of that. Thank you, Spooks. Please stay with me. Spooks, you're my other half, my true friend. And with that, I believe we are completely done with the game. And I believe we're finally getting into the final bit here. Let's see here. I don't know if we could speed it up at all, but let's see here. Thus, the long tragic battle that would later be called the War of Heroes finally came to an end. The Seven Kingdoms were unified under the Prince Marth of Altea, and as the United Kingdom of Archanea was established, an era of peace began. The tales of the heroes who took part in this war brought excitement and tears to the later generations. Chronicles of Archanean War of Heroes. This is a story of love and courage about the young warriors who fought with the continent's fate at stake. Okay. I was actually expecting more dialogue after that, but apparently not. Let's see here. Sorry if it's a little bit awkward here. I'm just like, that doesn't sound like a way to end a sentence or end that little dialogue there, but maybe something else pops up. Okay, so the record. This is going to say how long it took us to beat things. Is there any way we can, like, speed this part up? Because, yeah, if we wait through all this, it's going to take us a while. Okay, I'm going to actually go into turning off the limit frame rate just to speed through this. So it might pause a couple times just to kind of get through these, because there's quite a bit of this, to be honest. But as you can see, it took me quite a bit of time to go through certain chapters. But honestly, we did it pretty well. A couple chapters were just me messing around with healing and getting free stats and stuff for Mauricia, but other than that, we did pretty good. We did every chapter pretty much the normal amount of turns that it took us normally. And it only took us 3 turns to get rid of the endgame chapters. Okay, I'm going to turn back to normal frame rate, so it's back to the normal music, because waiting through that, honestly, is quite a bit of things, but let's see here. The Untamed Knight, Luke. Luke suddenly retired from knighthood and continued his playboy ways. He lived the rest of his life wildly and freely. Serene Knight, Roderick. Roderick remained a court knight. Serving under Marth, he later became one of the finest paladins in the continent. Okay. Altean Rose, Cecile. Cecile devoted the rest of her life as a paladin of House Altea. That makes sense. Okay. Gifted Archer Gordon. 0 fights. Gordon retired from knighthood for personal reasons and then moved to Archanea's palace afterwards. He became a member of the Archanean Rangers. Huh, that's kind of cool. Aspiring archer Ryan. Ryan stayed in Altea and joined the Temple Knights. Though young, he did his absolute best as a knight. Gentle giant Drog. Following Marth's orders, Drog became the commander of Grus Garrison. Makes sense, honestly. We still have quite a bit of them. Ailing Paladin. Aaron died of illness shortly after the war. Yeah, we did hear about his illness. That's kind of sad, but it makes sense. Fanciful Child, Mauricia. Mauricia vanished after the war despite Marth's concerns. Some worried that she had become a delinquent. Middle sister Catria, while she felt sympathy for her elder sister, Catria worked tirelessly to restore Macedon, which makes sense. Macedonian hunter, Warren. Warren returned to the Macedon and became a hunter once more, living peacefully in the forest. Okay, which makes sense. The chopper, Cord. Cord returned to the kingdom of Talus and became a woodcutter. He preferred that life to the grim bloodiness of war. I got a little mixed up there. Light Sage Lind. Lind worked in the palace's magic academy. Perhaps she found love for her beauty blossomed. Maybe. Elder sister Palla. Though her feelings pained her, Palla put them aside and diligently continued her work. Okay, the next one should be Bord, the Lopper. Bord. Bord returned to the kingdom of Talus and became a woodcutter. He kept on training, boasting that he could fight anywhere, anytime. Noble thief Julian. Look at how many things he's done. Together with Lena, Julian cared for orphans at a covenant in Macedon. So back to their normal life. Wayward brother Matthias. Matthias continued to while away his days in Macedon in his idyllic life. Altean healer, Rhys. Rhys spent the rest of his days in a monastery in Altea. He often lent a helping hand to prospective knights. I think that's what that said. Loyal braid Ogma. History lost track of Ogma after the war. Aw, really? Wow. So Ogma just completely disappeared. Bold Princess Yumina. Yumina studied abroad at the palace's magic academy, aiming to be a fully fledged cleric. Timid Prince Ubello. Under King Marth's tutelage, Ubello studied diligently at Altea. Mysterious Knight Sirius, or Camus. After the war, Camus left without saying a word, and returned to his life as being Zeke more than likely. Sly Swindler Castor. Castor joined the Archanean Rangers afterwards. He returned to Talus and lived with his mother. Apparently he saved up lots of money. Makes sense. Marth's fiancée, Kada, or Seda. After the war, Seda's long-awaited dream of marrying Marth was realized. Wearing a snow-white dress, she was said to have looked as beautiful as an angel. The hatchet Barst. Barst vanished. Rather than go to Talus, stories tell of him being a woodcutter or sailing the high seas to a distant land. So he could be in another game. if they were to make another game. After the war, Rickard returned to his thievery yet again, Julian's pal Rickard. I forgot to read that. Brave Knight Frey, and also Frey was the one that was ended up being the person that died for Marth. As a knight of Altea, Frey dedicated himself to teaching youthful knights. The volunteer Norn. Norn returned to her village to live a peaceful life, ordinary life undisturbed by war. The Lax Blade, Samto. I forgot Samuel, I think is his real name. Samuel vanished after the war. Rumors say that he continued to impersonate Navarre. Makes sense, honestly. Archmage of Caden, Wendell. Wendell returned to Caden as its Archmage and spent all of his energy on restoring the City of Magic. Okay, the Hired Blade Caesar. Caesar vanished after the war. Records say he either lived happily with his sister or lost his life in battle. Either way, as long as his sister's fine. Lady Killer Rad. Rad found a lover after the war, but his whereabouts after that are unrecorded. The Scarlet Swordman Navarre. Ignoring the expectations of others, Navarre disappeared like the wind once more. Makes sense. I could see that happening. The Traveling Dancer Fina. After the war, Fina vanished from with the wind. She went with Navarre, so Navarre ended up going out with Fina. That's actually wholesome. Altea's Blade Kane. Following Yegan's death, Kane became the commander of the Altean Knights. Oh, Yegan's dead. What? Tigi's guardian Bantu. Bantu left after discarding his Dragonstone. His whereabouts are unknown. The Lovelorn Soldier, Roger. Still wanting to be with Seda, though. After returning to Gress, Roger worked tirelessly to assist in his recovery, though the sought new romances never ended. Perfect Shot George. George founded the Arcanaean Rangers after the war, his mission to protect the people from bandits. Aw, that's kinda cool. True leader Minerva. Minerva renounced her claim to the throne and worked at a covenant. She regained her bond with her brother and they became close as they once were. Spell Slinger Etzel. After the war, Etzel resumed his travels, as if looking for something he had lost. Okay. And then we have Merrick as well. Wind Sage Merrick. Merrick built a magic academy in the palace, spending his days teaching the youth. His friendly personality earned him the love of his students. So the next one should be Alrin. Thunder Sage Alrin. As a Pontifex of Caden, Alrin strived to restore the City of Magic. His strict personalities earned him the respect of his students. Gambling Sellsword, Dice. After the war, Dice received an outrageous reward from Prince Marth. He soon spent all of it on gambling, however. Pricey Sellsword. After the war, Malice received an outrageous reward from Prince Marth. She started a weapon shop with that gold. Worthy General Horus. Horus returned to the lands of Archanea, dedicating himself to their restoration. Okay. So Jake would be next. And then Beck. Anna's love, Jake. Jake spent his days helping his girlfriend Anna manage her shop. The two dream of leaving for a faraway continent someday. Ex-Seawalker, Daros. Daros never succumbed to his pirating ways and instead found honest work into Altea. Oh, that's a good ending. Rest in peace, Robert. Robert wandered the land, helping the weak. One time he passed through Grust, aiding the reconstruction effort. Grustine Pier, Belf. Belf wandered the lands, helping the weak. There are legends of him aiding numerous villages. I wonder if any of them end up finding Camus in the end, but I'm pretty sure not. Grustine Pride, Leiden. Leiden traveled the lands, helping the weak. Rumors say he reunited with General Camus, but rumors are rumors. That's cool, so he ended up seeing Camus again, but as Zeke, more than likely. Born Wanderer Beck. Beck vanished after the war. Perhaps he was always destined to wander, for never stopping long at any place for long. Von Vuman. Athena set sail in a rowboat one day. Where she went, nobody knows. Perhaps she returned to a distant homeland or washed ashore somewhere. Divine Youth, Zane. Zane vanished once more after the war. All that remained afterwards was the odd anecdote of an eccentric shapeshifter. Divine Princess Tiki. Tiki lived happily in the palace town, surrounded by her dearest friends. That's a good ending. And it makes sense, honestly. Wayward Knight, Est. After the war, Est said her goodbyes to the Able, for reasons known only to her, and disappeared. Spitting Image, Dolph. Dolph politely declined requests to return to Arcanaean army. He continued to help with a reconstruction of the Arcanaean border. Altea Shield, Abel. So the next one would be Makalon. After the war, Abel left the kingdom to search for the missing Est. He was never seen again. Dead Ringer, Makalon. The people wished for Makalon to return to the Archanean army, but he had other ideas, forming a band of watchmen near the border, so he joined Dolph. That's cool. Midia's pride, Astrum. Astrum joined the Archanean Rangers and worked for his people. He finally tied the knot in his spare times. Aw, so he ended up getting with Midia. Atoning strategist, Katarina's tirelessly served Marth in Altea, as if to atone for her past sins. Oh, nothing about Kris or Spooks. Oh yeah, Spooks isn't in the story anymore. Quiet Beau Thomas. Thomas joined the Watchmen, protecting the Archanean border rather than serve the military. He preferred to remain with the people. Gra's Princess Sheena. Declining Marth's request, Sheena renounced her claim to Gra's throne and settled in the palace town. There she lived as an ordinary but happy girl. And then Samson should be next. Sheena's hero, Samson. After the war, Samson settled down in Palace Town. As a veteran soldier, the people often relied on him in emergencies. Family man Frost. I honestly want to see how his ends. Frost returned to his homeland in Macedon and lived happily with his beloved family. Oh, that's cute. I actually like that one. That one's actually really sweet. Aurelian Hope. Roshia left for Aurelius after the war. Accounts are unclear, but some say he was present at Hardin's funeral, I think. Aurelian's son, Violend. Violend returned to the Aurelius after the war. He was finally able to discard his resentment towards Altea and soon became their trusted ally. Aurelian's star, Sedgar. Sedgar left for Aurelius. After the war, embracing the ideals of the departed Hardin, he continued to fight with the Wolf Guard. That's cool. Aurelian hero, Wolf. After the war, Wolf set his sights for Aurelius. As if searching for death, he threw himself recklessly into battle, one after the next. His anchor, Midia, in specific Astrums. Midia joined the Archanean Rangers, devoting her life to serve her people. Never did she lose sense of justice. Kind warrior, Ymir. So the next one should be Nagi then. Ymir returned to his village in Grust and spent his days laboring in the fields. Renewed Prince. Oh, Miklas. Accounts are conflicted about Miklas after the war. Some say he ruled over Macedon once again, while others claimed he departed to conquer another continent. He definitely went back to Macedon based on Minerva's story. Dragon King's avatar. After the war, Nagi vanished, and suddenly as she appeared, history holds no records of her. Macedon's angel, Lena. Lena cared for orphans in the Covenant. In Macedon, her kindness healed the hearts of many. Minerva's sister, Maria. Maria cared after the war orphans at the Covenant. The children loved her as a big sister. Aw, that's cute. Eternal Princess, Nina. After the war, Nina left Archanea in Marth's capable hands and vanished. I wonder where she went. That's weird. Life Giver, Elise. Elise helped establish a magic academy in the palace. She married soon after, and lived out her days blissfully, and I'm guessing she ended up... Oh, here we go. The hero's guard, Spooks. Not much is written about Spooks in the pages of history, however many speak highly of the time they spent alongside whom they called Altea's finest knights. And here we go, Altean Prince. Marth was crowned the 5th king of Altea. As the leader of the United Kingdom of Archanea, he worked tirelessly to help rebuild the ruined kingdom. And there we go. Wow, my voice barely got a break there. But there we go, Finn. And we are done with this game. Wow, I'm surprised I was able to read all that. I'll be honest. And speed, survival, and tactics, we got an A for speed. Survival was a D. A lot of people got knocked out. And tactics was an A. Congratulations on beating the game. Did you enjoy playing to the end? Please try hard mode or above if you felt you weren't being challenged. Event recap and sound room can now be selected from the extra screen. Oh, cool. I like that. And there we go. Fire Emblem, New Mystery of the Emblem is officially over. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with this game. I'm gonna keep it short because, well, this episode's going on long enough anyways. So honestly, I'm just gonna go short with this. So honestly, I had a lot of fun with this game. I honestly had a lot more fun with this one than with Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. More of because, the mechanics are more of what I'm used to. Shadow Dragon and Blade of Light is really good for what it is. But I really do like the newer mechanics of the Fire Emblem games. And this is definitely what I'm more my speed, to be honest. So with that, honestly, I had a great time with this. and it finally wrapped up the story of Marth and made me understand Marth quite a bit more and why people liked him. Because before we even started Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, I barely even knew him. All I knew was he was the original story, and nothing else, honestly. I knew he was the Hero King, and he was the very first Lord of the Fire Emblem games. And after playing through Tokyo Mirage Sessions, the Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, and New Mystery of the Emblem, I finally have a clear picture on who Marth is. And honestly, I'm very happy I went through this. We're going to eventually go through the other Fire Emblem games in the future. But honestly, I don't know what game I'm going to get into next. I'm thinking maybe Persona 4 Golden, because I really want to start playing through that. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do that as my next game. Because we have to start somewhere with the Persona series. Because I want to do Persona 5 Royal sometime soon. When I eventually do get my PlayStation or PS4, whatever comes first. Because I want to get the PS5 to one, and I just feel like it's better to get it. Since I have a PS3, so upgrading to PS5 would make more sense to me. Instead of getting a PS4 and having the lower power thing, and then also I want to play through Ratchet & Clank's new game when that comes out, because I actually like the Ratchet & Clank series. And I haven't been able to play any of those for a long time, because obviously I don't have a PS4, so it's been a while since I've been able to play any of those games. So with that, honestly, thank you all for watching this series. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And honestly, I'll see you all in, I'm gonna say, Persona 4 Golden. I don't know how the series is gonna go. I don't know how it's gonna go off. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it like that. I'm gonna just try and just have fun with it and see how it ends up. And if it ends up in a way where it might not be a series, we'll end up doing a different game, but I'm going to try and do Golden. I think I'll be able to do it as a series. I might have to do it on easy mode, because Shin Megami games are really hard. Atlus's games are known to be really hard, so just to make it easier for storytelling purposes, we're going to play on an easier difficulty, since they have one-shot abilities in those games, and we can literally get one-shotted and then have to reload a save. So we'll definitely put it on easier difficulty to work things. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next series. Peace out, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for joining me for the series. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.